Cruising Good podcasting Monday morning, so big profits over the weekend for Black Friday. I don't go do the Black Friday thing, and the exact reason why is because of these crazy stories that you hear. And there was that horrible story. Didn't an employee was it last year or the year before, that got trampled at a Target or a Walmart, one of the two?
I don't remember that last year, but I know this year, did you see the video of it was a grandpa down? No, it's not funny. He's face down and all bloodied, and I think he was passed out. And they said that he was just sticking something in his waistband.
He said he had a game or something, and he stuck the game in his waistband so that he could reach down and grab his grandson and lift him out of the crowd, and they slammed him to the ground. It's just awful, and partly I think it's the retailer's fault for having these crazy, when you can get an Xbox 360 for $100, or they had, at some of the stores, they had 42-inch flat screens for $199. I mean, of course, and people are so desperate, and they're so desperate to have a Christmas at this point, and everybody's so poor. Of course, they're going to act like freaks and animals, right?
All right, I'm emancipated, and there's no way I need a deal that badly. No, it can either wait or else I'll miss out on that $40 savings.
All right,
Sorry.
so
I'm not going to do it.
Well, and plus
I'm too lazy for that crap.
They say a lot of these deals are going to be available, through the holiday season and after Christmas too.
Yeah, exactly. They said after the holidays as well.
Okay, but the big story was the lady in Los Angeles that they say, gain a competitive edge over other shoppers, pepper sprayed people.
Yeah, and they haven't caught her, as far as I know. She was able to grab what she wanted and then get out of the store after purchasing all her crap. So,
well, this is what I don't. Did she pay cash? I mean, you can't find this woman?
Yeah, I think you should bring a hockey stick and just start high sticking your way to the games.
All right, and also too, the other thing that
maybe everybody should be able to dig into a box and get their weapons before they go in. I got the Death Star, I got the nunchucks. I got some boxing gloves.
Yeah. Well,
whatever.
I just think first of all, okay, we were laying in bed and heard this story in the middle of the night on the radio at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we just both start cracking up.
Over the pepper spray.
Yes, because it's
here's
really? You gotta be kidding. She pepper sprayed 10 people, and some of them did get hurt too. And they said that at the time that I heard the story, they didn't know if she got her purchase or not, or if she just left at that point.
Well, now, to her credit, she did ask everybody if they realized if they did not leave the area that she was going to use force.
Oh, did she really warn them ahead of time?
That was no.
Oh, okay.
That was just a
little.
Is
that an Occupy LA joke?
Yes.
All right, but we don't know. What we don't know is if somebody threatened her or something like that before she used the pepper spray, or if she just freaked out. No, that's my effing Xbox, and take that, bitches.
All right, so my thought is did she come prepared to do that? Was that her plan the whole time, or did she just go, screw this, I can get in?
Right.
I think she planned on it.
And then they said that, they need to check the store's security cameras, but this is turning out to be like toxicology testing or something, where it's going to take at least a week to check the videos. It's like, are you kidding me? Why would it take a week to go back and check the video and see the woman, or go check the store receipts and see if she bought the damn Xbox or not?
Do you know, because I think this is a woman thing. I don't think dudes do this. You don't see them, kneeing each other in the nuts over a leaf blower.
I do think this is more of a woman thing. This is the one area where women seem much more violent than men.
Yeah, I just don't see men doing something like that. You know what? It's the thrill of the deal. Well, and I think women get so wrapped up in the thrill of the deal.
But men are supposed to be known as the hunters of our species. We were not the hunters, but now in modern day, we have become the violent hunters.
Yes, we are the gatherers.
Of the Xboxes.
Or don't even bother coming home.
So what do you think will happen to this woman if they do find her and catch her?
I don't know, but I hope she spends some time in jail.
And what if she's just some desperate mom and she gives you the sob story? Oh, my God, I just really needed this Xbox for my kids. This has just been a horrible year for us.
And the only thing that'll make it better is an Xbox. At any price.
Yes, Angie. All right. The other thing that was big over the weekend was the release of the new Twilight movie. And I don't watch the Twilight movies. I haven't read the Twilight books. And I always regarded them largely as, being for teen girls. But then over the weekend, I noticed all these much older women, like, 30s and, middle age, saying that they were going to see the Twilight movie. What's up with that?
I don't know. I've never seen any of the Twilight movies, but I have seen some of the freaks come out. Not at this one. It must have been the one before. I was in Manteca, and I saw these women with these homemade T-shirts.
Team Edward.
They made their own T-shirts of their favorite characters from. And I'm like, really? Are you a little old for that?
That's really that. I'm sorry. If any of my friends thought that Taylor Lautner was cute, it's like, that kid is young enough to be your son, lady. It just seemed funny. I just seemed to notice that most of the women that I noticed were posting on the Facebook that they wanted to go.
Excuse me, I got to get this.
Seemed to be a little bit older. That's all I'm saying. Now, do you think these ladies are just hopeless romantics or desperately lonely?
I have no idea.
Arrested Development?
Into the psyche of the Twilight fan.
Pedophiles?
God. Did you catch David Letterman? He had Robert Pattinson on there, and he's like, so are your parents disappointed that you're a vampire?
All right, so yeah, I'm not going to see the Twilight movie. I don't quite get that, but that's cool. I'm glad that
I was going to go see a movie over the holiday weekend, but they all seem to be. I know it's holidays. It's all kid movies.
What? You don't want to see the new Adam Sandler movie where he plays himself and his sister?
Is that the one? Oh, no. Yeah, it does look good.
It's either that or the new Eddie Murphy Clumps. It's a toss-up.
I heard that Eddie Murphy movie was actually good. I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm like, nah, I don't need to see that. But I heard that this is actually redemption.
Oh, I was joking. Does Eddie Murphy really have a movie?
Are you serious? He does.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was actually the movie I was going to go see if I went out, because I heard I wanted to see the J. Edgar movie, but everybody says it's crap. I went up to Rotten Tomatoes, and it's supposed to be real. He's supposed.
It's not crap, but it's slow. It's slow.
Yeah, I heard he was fantastic, and the movie stunk.
Yeah, well, you know what the other thing, too, is that Leo DiCaprio is a fantastic actor, but you can't, you can only do so much with makeup, and his voice is still younger, and it's hard to play a very old man when you're, 20-something, or what is he, close to 30. So it just didn't quite, it just didn't quite congeal for me on camera. But, but he was good, though. It was good. It was just, and it's a little dry.
Yeah. Again, I heard that the movie stunk and Leo was great, but he did play Howard Hughes and did a good job at playing an older guy.
Well, I think we wanted to see J. Edgar Hoover in a dress more, didn't we?
Oh, there's no dress?
There wasn't enough, and I think that's what we wanted to see, right?
But was there a dress?
I don't want to give anything away, but
I'm not going to go see it because I heard it stunk now and it moves really slow. So you know me better than that. Is there a dress?
There is a dress, but there's just not enough there's not enough dress up.
Do you see Leo in panties?
No.
Again, I'm not going. They could have went a long way with Leo in panties.
Yes. Agreed. All right. So the other big thing going on is all the Occupy people. The Occupy LA people were supposed to clear out of the park there at 12:01 earlier this morning, and they did not. But then when all the police showed up in their big blue uniforms and their battering rams and whatever else, then the Occupy people started stepping back a little bit. So they are intimidated by the police, but the police, at last I heard earlier this morning, they're not really enforcing that we are going to move you out of the park and this is it and today's the deadline. And maybe it's because of the thing that happened at UC Davis last week with the pepper spray. I think they just leave them in the park. You know what? If you want the park, to hell with it. It's either you or the homeless people, so what's the difference, right?
It's just a little more, at least they have company.
Some of the arguments for why they want them out of the park is that they're ruining the park, that the parks are being wrecked with all these people camping out continuously. I don't know anything about that. I don't really. Here's the thing. What are people going to think about this movement down the road when we look back on this? Because a lot of people, I feel like, are like me and don't really understand exactly what's going on.
What will people think? I don't know. Do you think it'll keep going until they become violent protests, or do you think that this is just going to fade away? Do you think that they're going to end up getting a political party? What do you think? How will this end?
That's what I don't know, because I feel like their demands are weird and crazy. Their demands are, at first I was like, oh, this is really cool, because this is the first time we've seen Americans really interested in protesting about something in a serious manner since Vietnam. We have been so apathetic for the last 30 years. Finally, 40 years, God. People are really serious about something, and the young people are really doing something, and I thought it was really cool. Yeah, the 99%, I get it. That's great. But then the demands are like, well, we want all people's student loans forgiven. What? Well, that's just crazy. That's not going to happen. If you really want to do something about what's happened and gone wrong in this country, then stop supporting the big greedy companies. They should be encouraging people to shop local. They should be encouraging people to get a local bank. Stop going to these giant megalomarts. Start going. Try and figure out whatever it is that you want to buy. Can I buy this somewhere local? Can I support someone local before I go to the Walmart or wherever else? Can I do that first, or can I go to a local restaurant, or is there a local bank that I can use instead of, I think it's really great and all that the one bank decided they weren't going to charge us $5 a month for the ATM and everything. But that's not enough. But on the other hand, expecting that loan companies are going to forgive all the student debt, well, that's just ridiculous. And you took out that student debt. I didn't, so pay it.
So where do they want these people to go then if they're not in the parks? They just want them to peacefully walk away, because they're not going to do that.
No.
Is there a place they said they can go?
I don't think so. And, this is all across the country. This is different cities and locations.
Right. Then they're having different reactions to them. But I know LA was trying to really be cool about it. Did you see the speech? Well, I'm really proud of what you've done here. Now, calmly get the hell out at this time. That would be great.
Well, because they have such a bad rap. All we think, when we think of LA police, we think of them beating the shit out of Rodney King, right?
Pretty much.
So LA's got to kind of, take it easy.
You know what they need to do is, if they don't want them there in LA, what they need to do is say, I don't know, where would a place be that you want to take people out of LA and send them over to San Bernardino, have a big free fish concert in San Bernardino and pass out flyers.
There you go. That sounds like a great idea. Let's see. Locally over the weekend, we went to the Handborn Craft Bazaar. That was a lot of fun. It kind of has become it's a little see and be seen kind of, one of those events. Downtown, you can check out, I put a bunch of the pictures up on our Facebook at facebook.com/cruisinggood if you want to check out pictures of the Handborn. I still have your beer rings if you want them.
My beer rings?
You don't even remember. That's so hilarious.
I don't.
The other thing that people do at Handborn is drink.
Well, you were taking so long to get parked and come. I got Rockstar parking, okay? And then I was like, where the hell did they go? And then you kept circling and circling. So apparently we decided to go have a drink at Conchetta and then never left.
Oh, and that was my fault somehow.
Yeah, it is your fault. I hold you responsibly because, I truly wish the day after that I was not seen. Thank you very much.
You were fine.
No, I don't think I was. I don't think I was at all. It was one of those days where you go, oh, I was an ass.
I was semi-coherent at the end of the night, and you seemed all right. Don't worry about it. It's just in your drunken eye. You can't remember. You think that you were a monster, but you weren't.
Do you remember me calling you, saying you have to come over to Tricetti's?
Yes. It was a fun event. We'll have more podcasts for you later this week, and also a new salon chat with Cruising Good.